Once again, welcome and thank you for joining us in our webinar today, How to Build a Business App in 7 Minutes with Low Code. My name is Greynier Fuentes and I'm the VP of Digital Solutions at VeriTran. VeriTran is a global company that's accelerating digital transformation by simplifying and speeding up the development of business application through the use of our low-code platform. To get started, I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my full screen so I can show you how quickly and easy it is to build an application using our low-code platform. Today, we're going to be building a digital wallet, and I'll show you how simple and easy it is. By now, you should be seeing my full screen. I'll minimize this. Want to make sure you're seeing my mobile device, and since we're going to be showing you how we can push and deploy that application we're going to be building today to my mobile device. And to get started, we'll go ahead and jump right into our marketplace. First, this is our marketplace where we're going to be using a template to accelerate the building of our application, our digital wallet for our case today. So we'll simply go ahead and sign in to get started. I'll show you around the marketplace so you can see how some of the templates that we have in our store for the use of and speeding up the application development. As you can see, we have some smart notifications, retail banking applications, geolocation services, Sprint wallets, etc. For the purposes of our demo today, I'm going to go ahead and filter by application template, and I'm just going to go ahead and subscribe to the Sprint wallet. As you can see, now once I've subscribed to the Sprint wallet, all I have to do is go into our VeriTran Studio, which is where all the magic happens. In there, we're going to go ahead and build that application that we can do from scratch or from a template, which is what we're doing today. I can add features to existing applications. I can see some metrics for my other applications within the studio and that I have running for our clients. So to get started, we'll go ahead and again, we can do one from scratch or do one from a template, which is what we're going to do today. And then as you can see, I have the Sprint wallet, which I subscribed to a few seconds ago. We'll go ahead and select Sprint wallet. We'll give it a name. Let's call it the 7-minute wallet. We can provide a description and some logo, but again, all of this we can change and customize as we like afterwards. We'll go ahead and step 3 where we can choose a theme or and personalize further the application. So you can see I get some previews. I'll just select any of the others and I will go ahead and create the app. What's happening here in just a few seconds, we're gonna be creating a wallet app from that template that's going to be building all the screens, all the connections to the backends, all the logics, all the processes, all the layouts, all the themes associated with that application, etc. And we'll see those in a few minutes. But for now, to keep on that promise that we can deliver a wallet in under 7 minutes, we'll go ahead and publish the application. What's happening here, the application is getting ready to be published to the digital stores, whether that is iOS or Android. And in our case, for a demo environment, also a QR code that we're going to read and be able to deploy that application on my mobile device. Okay. Now we have a couple of options. We can automatically push the applications to the digital stores, or we can manually handle the DLLs that got generated out of this publication, and our clients or customers can further run their security tools on top of the DLLs that were generated off the platform. All right, so you can see the platform generated a QR code for me to read on my mobile device using our testing application, which is called VeriTran Go. I'll go ahead and move my screen to the side here so you can see my mobile device screen. And I'll go ahead and switch over to my mobile now. As you can see, I'm going to go ahead and open up the VeriTran Go application, where you can see that there's nothing there other than a scan QR code option for me to go ahead and read this code, which I'm going to do. Once I read that QR code, it's going to ask me to confirm and reset, which I'll do. And just like that, I've been able to build and create a wallet and push it, publish it so I can push it to my mobile device. I'll show you around the wallet so you just don't see that it's a pretty interface there. We'll go ahead and get logged into the wallet. We'll with my demo credentials, and as you can see, I have a fully functioning wallet with my personal funds. I have a Visa and MasterCard credit card. I can make a payment to someone by name, phone number, or a QR code. I can receive a payment from somebody using which will generate a QR code with a time remaining for the expiration. I can come back to the application and take out some funds from my personal wallet there. I can walk up to an ATM and input this one-time code that also has an expiration, or I can just use NFC if the ATM allows the functionality. I can, manage my card, set transaction limits, and so on. All the features that you expect from a wallet, right? I can see obviously the recent transactions depending on the account that I'm on, and I can just simply log out, or I can go through the onboarding process using my registration there as well. But for now, let's go ahead and log back in because I want to show you some other things that we can do with the platform. So just like that, right in about 7 minutes, we were able to go into our marketplace, subscribe to a template, go into our studio, and just go through a simple 1, 2, 3 step process and publish our application and have it running on our mobile device. Obviously, after scanning this QR code. Now I would like to go back to the studio where I can show you further capabilities of our platform. So if you, I'll go ahead and close out of here and I'll go back to the marketplace. Let's say I want to add geolocation services to my application. That happens to be one of my featured templates, which I'm gonna filter by now. And I can see it here, Spring Geolocation Services. I'm gonna do the same procedure. I'm gonna subscribe to it. And I'm gonna go back to the studio. Now this time, instead of creating an app, I'm simply gonna add a feature to an application. So you can see I have the Spring Geolocation Services, which I subscribe to. I'm gonna go ahead and select it. I'm gonna tell it which application I wanna add it to. Let's go ahead and select that 7 wallet. We'll confirm once again, in case we wanted to change some of the values. I left it at default. What's happening here is the application is getting rebuilt and now adding the geolocation functionality. And it's asking me to go ahead and drag that feature that I just added into one of the screens so I can display it on the application, which I'll do so. And once I click here, this is the part that I wanted to show you when I first created the application that I said edit application. I wanted to show you that when we created that application from that template in the marketplace, a lot of screens got created out of that process. And we don't keep it hidden from the developer. We give the developer the ability to see everything that was created, where that person can come in and further design that particular screen, duplicate it and add or remove functionality, or simply delete it, as well as other things that I'm not gonna go into because of the time we have for today's webinar. But a lot of application layout templates were created, themes, parameters, site views, screens, processes, transactions, and connections to backend services. All of that was created out of that template, and it gets completely exposed for the developer to further customize the application. For now, we're just gonna search for the landing page, and we're gonna go right into our design section here within the studio. All right. Once that is loaded, I want to highlight a couple of things around the studio. First is that we get a real representation of how the application is going to behave on that particular device. For example, if I select an iPhone X, it's going to provide me with a realistic view of how it's going to end up when it's deployed back on the mobile device. And to show you that, I would like to select this particular item here. I'm just going to make it kind of ugly and small to the left here. And I'll save it in a second. But I want to show you, you see how I selected that particular object on the screen, how all the attributes to the right, I have hundreds of attributes that I can modify for that particular object on my screen that I have selected. And depending on the object that I select, whether that is a label or an image or something, that's the array of attributes that I'm gonna be able to get on the left. Also, I want to highlight, before I go into the library there, I want to highlight our list of components. It's all drag and drop. We got, HTML areas. We can do videos, tables, you name it, checkboxes, buttons, any component that you expect that you can simply drag and drop. And once you select it, then you can further customize it here by using all the attributes to the right. And next, I want to go into our library, which is where I'm going to be able to see the Spring geolocation services that I subscribed and added to my application, which provides a set of functionality that I can enrich my application. So I'm simply just going to go ahead and drag and drop this geolocation to my screen. I'm just going to drop it there, create a copy of it. Once it's there, I'm just going to make it nice and pretty, or at least I'll try. And I'm just going to place it in here. I am going to save my work, and I can safely get out of my screen now. I can get out of here, and I want to do one last change. I don't really like this lemon green theme that I selected initially for my application. So I'm going to go back to my application, and I'm just going to go into the settings, and I'm going to select a completely different theme. Let's go ahead and select this Spring Silver. I'm going to save that. I'm going to get out of there and back to the application. All I have to do is simply generate and publish one more time to be able to go ahead and push all those changes that I've made and be able to add that geolocation functionality back to my mobile application. So when I do this, again, a new QR code is going to be presented to me, but this time, and that's another feature of the platform that I would like to highlight for today. This time, I don't have to read that QR code again, because you don't want your users to have to go back to the stores or to come back to read a QR code just to get a new functionality. So I'm going to go ahead and close it because I don't need it. All right. So what I'll do is I'll just move this screen to the side again, and we'll go back to the mobile device. As you can see, nothing has changed. I don't have the QR code that was just generated either, because I closed it out. Now the platform is smart enough that the next time the user logs out or logs in or performs a transaction or simply refreshes the screen within the application, it's going to detect that there were some changes, and it's going to reload that configuration without any interaction on the user's part. So it is completely transparent to the user. Everything gets updated, new functionality gets added. And in our case, we're going to see that receive button get smaller and to the left, and we're going to be able to see the geolocation service, as well as the complete new look and feel since we changed to a different thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and refresh my application, and as you can see, the colors just changed. I now see a completely new look and feel for my application. The button is kind of small and ugly to the left there, but still has the functionality to be able to receive money. So it doesn't, and now that the buttons are square instead of round. And obviously we now got the geolocation functionality, which I can further customize and add, enrich the data depending on the cards that I have on my wallet there, or I can, show near ATMs or offices or specials around the corner for the cards that I have on my wallet there. And with that, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen, and as you can see, in just a few minutes, we were able to go from nothing to a fully functioning application running on our mobile device. And then we went ahead and further made some changes, like adjusting the size and the position of a button, as well as changing the complete look and feel. and adding a new geolocation functionality. And that was just done and very quickly and easily, and in just a few minutes. Another thing that I want to highlight on the platform is that we do not require any software to be installed on your on the host. Like I did not have to install any plugins or anything on my computers. I just simply went to a browser, I logged in, and everything was done within the marketplace and the studio, and all by reading a QR code or simply pushing out, but to simply push it out to the mobile device. And we can do the same when the time comes to push it out for the digital stores. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and open it up for our Q&A session. We got about 10 minutes, and I'll be happy to answer any of your of the questions that you might have. Once again, thank you for joining and participating. I know it's very quickly, and I was only able to show about 1% of what the platform can do, and we'll be happy to show everyone more once we're off the the webinar today. But I hope you were able to get a glimpse of what is possible when we use a local platform like VeriTran. Okay, let me open up the Q&A section here, and I'll be happy to answer. I have a question here. How is the app connected with the backend? All right, the answer will be via the APIs. We can connect to SOAP via SOAP web services, RESTful APIs. We can even connect to legacy system behind what you saw today, the marketplace and the studio. There is a powerful middleware that allows us to connect to any backend services, whether there is a core banking system, CRM, ERP, payment processing, anything, you name it. We're able to connect to any of those sources, unify those within our middleware, and be able to provide that ultimate user experience and transparent to the end user. I have another question here. What is the business model? We have two different approaches. We have our cloud model called VeriTran Go. It's a subscription-based model. Pretty much our prices are public. So if you go to veritran.com, you'll be able to see our subscription model. And then we have the on-premise model, which we call VeriTran One, and that is depending on the scenario. We can put it on your infrastructure, whether that is in-house or your own cloud. We can do that as well. So we have the two approaches. I also believe I have more questions here. So let me just read through them, and I'll be able to provide. Is your wallet certified with the networks? And the answer will be yes. Our platform, it's security certified by UL, and it is also certified with the networks. We're a Visa and MasterCard certified. So when we deliver a product, not only we're delivering a solution, but we're delivering a solution that is production ready to integrate with your backend systems, which is an integration away, and that's it. You're out there in production. I have one more question. Can you share this demo by email? I did not see the start. Yes, Tom. We'll be sharing the recording with everyone who registered for the event, so you'll get the full recording of the session, so you can see the whole demo. I have another question here. Is it easy to build apps from scratch? And the answer is completely yes. Definitely, you'll get a huge head start when you build from a template, because you got a lot of the screens and the functionalities already built out of the box. But you can as easily and quickly as I did from a template. You can go ahead and start an application from scratch. You can provide, the name, the parameters. You can build the layout of the screens, and you can start building the themes, all within the visual interface. There's no need to write code for any of that. It'll take you definitely a little bit longer, but again, compared to the traditional development methods, we can do in weeks and months what usually takes years for institutions to develop and release. I have another question here. Do we support biometrics, Face ID, or fingerprint? And the answer is yes. We have our own suite of security suite where we support biometrics, finger, voice recognition, face recognition, and we can also take advantage of the devices built-in security like Face ID and those from the vendor. So the answer is yes. I have one more questions. Hi, Greynier. Do any of the attributes you adjusted in the app come at an extra cost? I assume that adding the geolocation feature is extra because it's an add-on, but does adjusting the theme or moving around the icons have an extra cost? And the answer is, you're right. When I subscribe to the geolocation, it could be a free item that some develop, because we have our marketplace open for developers to build solutions for our customers and clients ecosystem, which we happen to have over 20 million end users in the platform. If they make it free, it's free for everybody to consume it. If they put a price on it, then that will be the price of that particular feature. Now, as for the attributes, adjusting and moving or creating a new theme or changing it, that's completely part of the platform. Once you can create as many themes and templates as you like, and that'll be covered as part of the platform cost. All right. So you only pay for the platform and for the templates that you consume from the marketplace, whether they have a cost. If they're free, there you have it. I have another question. Is there a free version or trial? And yes, we have a free trial that covers up to 100 users, end users, that is, of the application. So you can simply go to VeriTran.com and sign up for our trial and get started using our platform as well. I believe I don't have any more questions after this. We got 3 minutes left, so if anybody has another questions, I'll be happy to answer. Again, we'll be putting our contact information. So if you have any, I have another question here. Is there? I signed up and I still have no answer about the trial. Please contact us so I can check the status of your request, and I'll be happy to follow up for you and make sure you you get access to the trial you requested. All right, I have your email now. And I'll make sure I'll follow up and make sure you get access to the trial. Thank you for letting me know. Anytime. All right. We got about a minute left. Like I said, our contact information will be displayed here in a minute in the chat window, and we'll be happy to answer any further questions or jump on a meeting to further discuss the capabilities of the platform and the solutions that we're able to offer out of the box. All right, our contact information is in there now. Feel free to send us an email, and we'll be happy to address any questions or concerns that you might have. Once again, I really appreciate your time today. I hope that I was able to give you a good idea of what is possible today with with the use of our local platform, and we'll be happy to discuss further capabilities and be able to help you in your future projects. I hope everyone has a nice day.